Hello, hello. Welcome to Marriage Connect. My name is Nyokabi Kamau. How are you doing? Are you well? Today I want to talk about forgiveness. Forgiveness in relationships. Recently, in a group that I am of ladies and mostly married ladies, and one of them asked me a question and asked me, Nyokabi, what do I do because my husband irritates me a lot? Everything that he says to me, it is irritating. Every time he opens his mouth to speak to me, I hit the roof. I'm patient with everybody else, but just not him. And I told her this is an issue of forgiveness. And she was like, how is it about forgiveness? I'm just irritated. I just can't stand this man. Now, I want to address this thing just a little bit and to explain how this kind of a place, how you can get to this kind of a place. And this does not only apply to women. It also applies to men. When you see your wife, you hit the roof. When you see her, you get irritated. You don't want to speak to her. You don't want her saying anything to you. You don't want her asking you how your day was. Even a simple greeting is amazingly irritating and annoying. Now, this is how you get there. When a woman is getting married, she has this idea in her head of the husband that she's getting married to. She has this idea in her head that this person is going to be this for me. He's going to do that for me. He's this kind of a person. Now, for example, most women, when they get married, they don't think that their spouses can cheat. If you ask them, for the first 3-4 years of their marriage, if you ask them, can your husband cheat on you? They will always say no. And when other women are speaking about unfaithful husbands, then they are looking at them those of like, not mine, not mine. Mine will not cheat for anything. And also husbands, they have this idea in their mind when they're getting married that if I get married, first of all, I'll always get a warm plate of food in the evening when I go home. I never have to worry about food. And they also have this idea in their mind that now I have a cookie jar in my house. I can open it whenever I want. I don't have to work so hard for it. I don't have to buy flowers. I don't have to take it for coffee. I don't have to do all those things because I have the cookie jar. It's in the house. It's mine. It's official. It's mine. So whenever we get married, some of these things are not met. The lady comes to find out that the husband can actually be unfaithful. They catch them having awkward conversations on the phone. They catch them having awkward conversations with girlfriends at work. They catch them and, they start thinking, so this guy can cheat. Oh my goodness. So this person can cheat. And from where this lady had put you, they degrade you. All right? They bring you down. You keep on losing points as you go along and as you keep on making a lot of mistakes because this person has an idea in their head. These are called unspoken expectations from both sides. They apply to both sides of the couples, from the men and from the women, because it would be nice if you told your wife, I would like to find a warm plate of food when I come home in the evening. It would be nice if you explained to your husband that you are concerned that is becoming unfaithful. These are unspoken expectations. Most of the times, these expectations are not spoken. These expectations are not explained. These expectations are not said. So they end up hurting the relationship without giving the other person in the relationship an opportunity to defend themselves or to even explain what happened. Okay? So here we are. We have a woman who never thought in her life she can take it to the bank that her husband can be unfaithful. We have a man who thought that because he has the cookie jar in his house, he will never have to work hard to be intimate with his wife. We have a man who thought that he'll always get a warm plate of food. That's how he will always have some company to eat with. The food will be good. It will be cooked well. It will be fresh. It will be a lot of things. That we find not to be true most of the times. So what happens is that the perception that you have about this person changes. And when it's changing, when they keep on doing other things, they irritate you more. The more they do other things, the more they offend you, and the more they offend you, the more it degrades. And this is where the snapping comes from. You see, I did not think you're this kind of a person. I did not think that you're this kind of a man. I really thought you're a different man. I really thought you'd be faithful. I really thought I was enough for you. But most of the time, it's a reflection of who you are. Because somebody cannot love you in a way that you don't love yourself. Somebody cannot care for you in a way that you don't care about yourself. Somebody cannot give you what you have not given yourself. You have to give yourself value so that somebody else can give you value. You have to bring value into the relationship so that the other person can feel significant and relevant. But if you're sitting there and you're thinking, why isn't this person doing this for me? Why isn't this person doing this for me? Why isn't this person going there? Why isn't she? Why isn't she? Why isn't he? Why isn't he? So who is doing the work? Because we are all busy complaining about what the other person is not doing. So who is doing the work? Who is putting into the relationship? Who is working at the relationship? Why aren't we communicating and saying, hey, my love, I would like to really have an easy cookie jar to open. I really don't want to have to work so hard to get it. I would really like that. And then they will tell you, it's hard for me to open the cookie jar for you because we are not in a good place. I'm suspecting that you're having a relationship with somebody. I'm suspecting that you come home so late and that turns me off. On Sundays, you go to the car wash. You say you're going to the car wash and you go to the car wash from 11 o'clock to 5 o'clock in the evening or to the next day at 3 o'clock in the morning. And it irritates me and I'm not okay with that. So if we can only communicate about these things, it would help us. So if you have this thing that you're feeling against your spouse, that whenever your spouse comes around, you're irritated. Whenever they speak to you, you're irritated. You need to find where that irritation is coming from and you need to forgive them. But before you can forgive them, you need to forgive yourself. Because most of the times, it is because of the expectation that we had or the regard that we had given this person without their knowledge that they have disappointed, and that's why we are so angry. And that's why we are so irritated. So we need to forgive ourselves. We need to embrace that this person does not know the way we are thinking unless we tell them. We need to forgive them for what they have failed to do because we did not express that concern. Okay? Sometimes, couples, we assume that because we are married, it is automatic that we are exclusive. You need to have a conversation with somebody so that when they go against the covenant and the agreement, you can stand up and tell them, hey, we talked about this. We agreed that it's you and me. We are exclusive. There is no inviting somebody else into this relationship. We agreed that you'll defend me against your family. Why do you keep allowing your family to come at me the way they're coming at me? We agreed that I would be eating. We agreed that you cook. You told me you can cook when we were dating. So why aren't you cooking? Why aren't I finding good food? If the problem is a skill of cooking, why don't you use YouTube? Do I pay for your internet to learn how to cook? Do I take you to a cooking class? How can I help you to become a better person so that I can be comfortable and at the same time you can be comfortable? So the best thing to do in this kind of a scenario is first of all to identify, why are you so angry? Why are you snapping? What is it that is causing the spark? What is causing the trigger? What has this person done that has disappointed you so much? And if they have done something that has disappointed you so much and you can put your hand on it, have you told them? Have you sat them down and told them, hey, my love, 1, 2, 3 things. I would prefer if you came home at 9. I would prefer if you came home Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, da-da-da-da-da. And then on Friday, you can have your boys' night out. And gentlemen, let's not behave like we are single, because you men get married and you don't want to change. You don't want to change and realize that you've gotten married, you're no longer single. You don't want to adjust. You don't want to adjust yourselves, yet you're not the same. You are married. Whether you acknowledge it or not, you're not the same. You're no longer single. You have somebody else. You have to be accountable because somebody else is in your life. Right? And that's the same way I want to ask you, whenever you're doing something for somebody else, or whenever you're doing an activity that you feel you're entitled to and it is your right and you should do it, and you're a grown up, of course you have an ID and 32 teeth, and somebody should not be telling you how you should be doing things, ask yourself, how would you feel if the tables were turned? If it's the other person doing it, if it's the other person saying it, if it's the other person acting that way, how would you feel about it? Or how would you take it? Would you like to be treated the way you're treating the other person? Would you like to be offended the way you're offending the other person? Would you like it if your wife decided to hang out with the girls on Friday and come back on Sunday in the morning? Would you like it? Ladies, would you like it if your husband did not provide for you? So why don't you do the same and provide a warm plate of food? For goodness sake. It's not so hard. Why don't you allow him to open the cookie jar? And if there's a problem emotionally that is making you to withdraw and to withhold, communicate. Articulate what you need to say. And I don't mean rant. I don't mean shout. I don't mean make noise. I don't mean go over your head. I mean articulate what you need from this person. Let them understand. And then forgive. Forgive. Forgive, forgive. Forgiveness is the greatest key in a relationship, because marriages is the tester of forgiveness. It is the tester of, it tests how far you can go, how quickly you can forgive. It is the tester. This is Marriage Connect. My name is Nyokabi Komai. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this. Have a lovely, 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 lovely day. Bye-bye.